we will be frustrating the anticipation, the expectation of our beloved countrymen, no? And the same is true pagdating naman sa mga senator judges. Ang lakas ng ebidensya, and then the position will be...
Lakas. But positive 29 yan kung malakas ang ebidensya. Talaga si Bacolod, binugutay mo na naman kami. Interview ho nitong si Jinky Luistro dito kay Ma'am Karen Davila ang ating pag-uusapan dito sa video na to. Steady ka lang dyan, Ma'am Jinky. Mamaya meron akong ipapakita sa'yo. At dito rin ho sa video na to, segue ho tayo dito sa ambush interview dito kay NBI Director Melvin Matibag. Paano ba yan? Huwag ka daw tamad. Sabi nitong si Senator Ping Lacson, huwag mo daw masyadong ipakita ang pagiging yung incompetence mo sa intelligence gathering. Huwag mo daw harasin yung mga malalapit dito kay Senator Bato de la Rosa. Pati ba naman asawa niya, susubpina mo. Pambira. Isang like at subscribe. Masaya na tayo dyan. At sa mga gusto sumali sa ating community, yung join button, andyan lang ho sa baba. Yun na nga, rumekta ho muna tayo dito kay Melvin Matibag. Problema dito Diba? Pinipilit ho niyang magpakatore. Gusto niya maging senador. Gusto niya maging kandidato ni Marcos Jr. sa 2020. Hindi mangyayari yun. Ang tanong, sumisingkot ka ba? Isa sa mga kriteria para makapasok sa lineup ng mga bangag sa 2020. Number 1, dapat sumisingkot ka. Number 2, dapat kasama ka sa maletagang. Kasama ka sa maletagang o kasama ka ngayon sa mga nagtatanggol, nagtatakip, tumutulong para mapagtakpan yung maleta scandal. Pakinggan nun natin.
Senator Bato, we are justice ganun pa rin. Every day naman we have a tracking team to locate him and effect the arrest. But yung subpoena, meron na kaming mga inisyuhan to the personalities na nakita talaga namin na nakasama.
Yun ang problema. Subpoena ka na subpoena. Diyan tayo magkakaproblema. Kasi pagka subpoena, parang ang dating. Halimbawa ako inuhuli mo. Alam ko na kung sino hindi ko pupuntahan at alam ko na kung sino hindi ko tatawagan. Bakit? Lahat ng mga nasampina mo, parang binibigyan mo ako ng hint, yung mga yan, dapat X na sa'yo yan. Hindi mo na pwedeng kontakin, hindi mo na pwedeng kahit isang text o isang tawag dito sa mga telepono ng mga individual na to, X na yan. Tama mali. Kaya nga sinasabi ni Ping Lacson, napakahina nito sa intelligence. Sikreto ka nga. Ika nga nito si Senator SP Cayetano, stealth. Nakaano ka ko parang sumisegway ka lang. Hindi ka halata. Di ba? Simple lang. Nakatago. Ganon. Pero kung lahat ng malapit kay Senator Bato, may balita ako kahit wala daw warrant, pinagpapasukan ng bahay. Hindi ng mga tao niya, hindi ko alam kanino tao yun. Hindi na natin alam ngayon pagka pinasok ang bahay mo, kawatan na ba yun o gobyerno? Dalawang pumapasok ng mga bahay-bahay. Pagka yun, hindi na daw necessary yung warrant pagka pinapasok yung bahay para hanapin to si Senator Bato. Tignan nyo naman sila kaluloko. Pambihira. Ano yun? Basic right natin yun. Yun na yung ating pamamahay. Walang ibang makakapasok dyan. Kaya nga kailangan ng search warrant Hindi mo pwedeng pasukin ng ari-arian ng isang individual kasi protektado yan ng saligang batas ng ating konstitusyon. Tuloy natin. Galingan mo, Brad. Huwag ka sumpina, hindi ko mahuhuli si Bato pagka ganyan. O pagkatapos yung sinumpina yung mga yan, syempre, na-interview na yung mga yan. Diyan na pupunta si Senator Bato. Kayo naman kumbinsido dahil nga pinatawag nyo na. Hindi nyo mahuhuli. Hindi ka tatagos kay Senator Bato de la Rosa. At ito ang matindi dito. Maraming nagmamahal kay Senator Bato kaysa sa'yo. Baka katabi mo na lang ang nagtatago kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, di niya pa sasabihin sa'yo. Hindi niya sasabihin. Bakit? Alam niya kung ano gagawin niya kay Senator Bato
Before siya nawala.
So, kailan na po?
I think yung subpoena na issue Initial subpoena. It's si Jara Aplaska, si Jane Robles, the Chief of Police of
Isesto.
Pasay City. And there's another one na personality na na-identify. Ayun, yung tito yata ni Padilla.
Yung jail
Robin
office, yung
Padilla.
aid niya, sir.
Yung aid ni Senator Padilla. And the tito of Senator Robin Padilla.
When are,
Siya yung nandun sa itim na pickup eh.
when are they
Sa Angeles.
expected po, sir, na mag-appear? Kailan po sila expected?
Parang this week. Kasi we given the enough opportunity to. We go back to doon sa sabihin na sinasabi kay, yung kasi napag-usapan na, it's not, we are not considering the wife of Senator Bato as suspect or anything, but to shed light. Alam nyo, the people should understand, ang sampina, hindi kasi ni sampina dahil automatic akusado ka. Kaya kasi sinisampina, you can give reason to shed light on a matter. So,
Hindi, ang problema kasi dito, kaya ka nako-call out, kaya ka na nasosoplak nitong si Ping Lacson. Kasi nga, yung pagsusupina mo, hindi yan gawain ng intelligence gathering officer. Hindi yan gawain ng mga gusto makahuli. Yung pagsusupina ay gawaing tamad. Di ba? Paano mahuhuli kung alam na ni Senator Bato kung sino mga pinagtatawag mo? Alangan naman tawagan pa ni Sen Bato yan. At ang tanong, yung mga pinagtatawag mo na yan, alangan naman sabihin na alam ko kung nasa si Senator Bato de la Rosa. Asawa, kamag-anak, best friend. Alangan naman, sinto. Halimbawa ako, pamangkin ako ni Senator Bato de la Rosa. Pinag-aanap siya ng batas. Halimbawa ako, anak, pamangkin ako, at alam ko yung ginawa ni Senator Bato de la Rosa doon sa administrasyon ni Tatay Digong, para sa ikabubuti ng mga kabataan. At yung perspektiba nyo, base doon sa kanyang ginawa, hindi ka halintulad sa akin. Pero yun ang pinaniniwalaan ko. At ang naniniwala din ako, kung sakaling mahuli yung tito ko, ipapadala nyo sa Dahig Netherlands at di na namin siya makikita forever. 10 years. Matagal ng panahon. Diba? Sa tingin nyo ba, ikakanta ko yung tito ko? Kahit alam ko kung nasaan siya, hindi ko ikakanta. Anak ng tao ko, kahit pitpitin nyo na lahat ng daliri sa kamay ko, hindi ko kakanta. Hindi ko ikakanta. Yun ang sasabihin ko. Hindi, imposible yung kanta ko. Pitpitin nyo na lahat ng pwede nyo pitpitin. Hindi ko ikakanta, tito ko. Alam ko nang gagawin nyo eh. Ako kung pipitpitin nyo, siguro mabubuhay pa naman ako at dito ako hindi ako mapapadala sa Dahig Netherlands. Pagka kinanta ko yung tito ko, hindi ko na makikita. Forever na siya doon. Oh, ganun ho yun. Kaya yung ginagawang nitong si Melvin Matibag, yan? Poor intelligence. Yung kanyang incompetence talagang namamayagpag dito sa trabahong ginagawa niya na to sa paghanap kay Senator Bato.
matatanong ka na gano'n. So,
Mantakin nyo, NBI pa yan ha. Ang pagkakaalam natin sa NBI, yan ho talaga yan. Pero hindi ko tito si Senator Bato. Hirap na. Kalinawan tayo, mahirap na. Baka sabihin na, hindi ko tito si Senator Bato. Baka pitpitin nito. Alam mo ba kung nasaan si Senator Bato? Hindi ko naman si tito.
So yun po yung sampina. Pag nakareceive tayo ng sampina sa inyo, huwag ko kayong matakot na isipin nyo kagad akusado kayo. You're being sampina probably as a witness or who can give something to shed light on a matter that the NBI will ask.
Sir, what did
Yun ang problema. Kaso ginagamit pang haras yung tipong mga vlogger, sa mga kung kanino. Yung abala yan. Tipong, sampina ako, para saan? Yeah, oh. Wala ko magkwento ko, tito ko yan eh. Sinumpi na yung pamangkin ni Bato. Wala ko kanta ko, tito ko yan eh. Alam ko naman gagawin sa kanya eh. Si Raulo ba ako? Gagawin siguro sila eh. Isumpinan nyo na lahat ng malapit kay Senator Bato para magmukha lang kayong tanga. Dito tayo kay Baculaw, ha? Ito si Jinky Luistro. Ano ko to eh. Ma'am Jinky, ready ka na ba? Ready ka na ba, Ma'am Jinky? Ito yung sa'yo. Ito para sa'yo. Ito. Para kay Ma'am Jinky ito, Ma'am. Yun. Ano masasabi mo dyan, Ma'am Jinky Luistro? Pagkatapos ng paninira, panggigiba, kung ano-anong aligasyon, plus 29% pa rin ang net satisfaction rating ni VP Sara. Hindi ba nangangati yung eyeballs mo dyan? Halika dito, kamutin ko. Okay, tuloy na natin interview niya dito kay Ma'am Karen Davila. Okay.
your thoughts on the proposal for electronic voting, no? When it comes to the impeachment trial.
Hindi, ang pagpapaliwanag nitong si SP Cayetano, walang electronic voting kasi wala naman yun sa rules ng impeachment court. Kung di ako nagkakamali, sa plenaryo at sa mga committee lang yun. Yung impeachment court, i-correct nyo ako kung mali ako. Ayun ang pagkakaintindi ko. Minsan kasi mali pagkakaintindi ni PH eh. Sabi ni SP Cayetano, yung rules ng impeachment hindi na babaguhin. Kung yung rules ng impeachment, dapat nandun yung senador, ganun na yun. Walang ibabaguhin sa rules ng impeachment. Alam ko, yung na yan sa plenaryo. Kasi sabi ni Sen. Marcoleta, kung meron kang bill, kung meron kang... Diba?
What are your thoughts on that?
Karen, ever since I am not conformed to that, no, I am against that because for me, this impeachment process is sacred, is solemn. This is a power.
O, salubungin mo, plus 29%, sacred ka na, solemn ka pa. Palakpakan natin si Baculaw. Mga ka Baculaw ha, ginugood time mo na naman kami. Pero base siya nakikita ko ha, pagkatapos ng Injustice Committee dyan sa House of Representatives, stress na stress yung pagmumukha mo. Ramdam mo na ba, madam? Ramdam mo na ba yung pagiging presidente ni VP Sara sa 2028 lang yaka? Sigurado may kalalagyan kayong mag-asawa pagka nagpresidente si VP. Ay, may kalalagyan, hindi na sila iboboto ng mga constituent nila. Kayo naman, siyatong...
Power that is given to the sovereign Filipino people, which we are exercising us as prosecutors and the senators as the judges to this impeachment trial. And of course, there are circulating discussion already that this is about the situation of Senator Bato. So I wish to add to that if Senator Bato risk his liberty in voting for the change of leadership, he has to show more courage now because this impeachment trial is responding to a constitutional.
Hindi yan. Kumbaga, yung pag-uusap na yan, puro kabalbalan lang ho yan, mga kababayan. Pantangin nyo, hindi kailangan magpunta ni Sen Bato. Pagka hindi siya tumalo, hindi naman counted yung pag hindi niya pagdalo bilang convict si VP Sara. Magtanong siya, hindi siya magtanong. Bumoto siya, hindi siya bumoto. Kailangan ho nila ng 16 vote para ma-impeach si VP Sara. Pagka hindi bumoto si Senator Bato ng against, in favor, pagka wala siya doon, automatic, against na ho yun. Counted yun, hindi for conviction para kay VP Sara. Hindi niya kailangan, pabor pa nga na wala dyan si Senator Bato, pero obligasyon niya na nandiyan siya kasi mandato niya, kasama sa mga mandato niyang ibinigay sa kanya ng mga bumoto sa kanya na kung sakaling magkaroon ng ganyang klaseng usapin, magsangkot ka. Ngayon kung wala siya dahil ipapadala siya sa dahig na Netherlands, understandable na yun, ika nga.
Mandate. Ultimately, Karen, I was listening to the debates of the senators and it is clear in the Senate rules that there are only two occasions when electronic voting is allowed, that is during national emergency and during force majeure. So I think there should be no debate unless the Senate really would want to exercise their rule-making power as an institution to amend the same. But I hope they will be sensitive as well to the sentiments of the Filipino people.
And while both houses, both chambers have their own rules, sa mababang kapulungan po ba, are you allowed to vote electronically? Sa inyo po?
Actually, the House rules on impeachment is silent about that. But I wish to share with the public that during the voting on the existence of probable cause, a lot of justice members and ex-officio members reached out to me to allow them to vote online. But I did not allow them because that is for the reason that my appreciation about this impeachment is really a sacred and a solemn process that they must exercise personally, no? And also, it will be quite unfair for those who are attending personally if we will be allowing those who are not present to vote remotely. So Yun ang naaalala ko about the voting on the existence of probable cause. A significant number of justice members really reached out to me. Some reached out to speakers, some reached out to some house leaders who consulted me as to my position. And I maintain my position that I am not allowing the online voting because this is a sacred process.
Walang online voting. By all means, wag na dumalo lahat ng kaalyado ni... Ay, hindi kailangan dumalo pala. Walang babalagbag dito kay si Jinky Luistro. Jinky! Langya ka ha. Maganda ka kay Senator Rodante Marcoleta. Siguraduhin mo na mayroong bitaw yung mga ilalatag mo dyan sa impeachment trial na yan. Kasi pagka walang bitaw yan, susoplaking ka lang ni Sen Marcoleta. Kaya nga ito malupit dito mga kababayan. Sandali lang, may papakita lang ako sa inyo. Ito ang dahilan kung bakit masasabi natin na walang tiwala si Martin Romualdez dyan sa ali na yan. Ito dahilan. Ito dahilan. Yan ang dahilan, di ba? Kung mahusay talaga yan si Jinky Luistro, bakit kailangan pang kunin itong si Kapunan? Mahusay ho ito, bugado ho ito ng mga artista. Di ba? Bugado ito ng mga artista. Sa mga artista ko lang nakikita to, pero nakatambay daw sa House of Representatives itong abogado na ito ngayong mga panahon na ito. Ito, Kapunan joins House prosecution in VP impeachment trial. Kung mahusay ka talaga, bakit kailangan pa si Kapunan? Di ba? Ganun lang naman ho yung mga kababayan. Kaya kailangan si Kapunan kasi hindi kayo makakakana doon sa defense team ni VP Sara. Hindi kayo makakakana doon sa mga itatanong ng mga senador sa inyo. Kaya kailangan ng matinik, magaling, at talagang kilala at sikat na abogado na si Atty. Kapunan. In fairness, magaling naman talaga yung Kapunan na yan. Ang mga kasabayan niya pagdating sa bali taktakan siguro sa korte itong si Atty. Pordy Topacio, Atty. Salvador Panel. Yan, ganyan kalulupit yan itong si Kapunan kasama na ho siya private prosecutor. Sumali na ho siya sa mga kabalbala ng House of Representatives. Bagay, pagka private bayad naman siguro, babayaran naman siguro yung mga yan. Hindi ko lang alam kung baka pro bono itong si Kapunan, hindi ko natin alam. Pero sigurado dito, walang tiwala ang House of Representatives na kayang itawid nitong si Jinky Luistro yung impeachment na yan para sa hatol na guilty para dito kay VP Sara dyan sa Senado.
They need to be present. Also, with regards to the significance of the trial, Karen, for senator judges, it is important really that they witness the demeanor of the witnesses, because that is only by observing the witnesses' demeanor that they would be able to say whether these people are telling the truth or otherwise. No? So, paano ka boboto if you did not observe the demeanor of these witnesses? No? And if you're present during the presentation of this witness, the more that you should be present in casting the vote. So from the practical point of view to the constitutional point of view to the rules of the Senate, I think consistent naman. They should be present in their discharge of duty as senator judges to this impeachment trial.
Very interesting nasa dun pa lang sa to decide on probable cause, may nag-request na pala ng online sa inyo. So ang tanong ko lang dito, when you didn't allow it, did they show up? Did they find a way to show up, or some really they were not able to vote?
What I understand, Karen, because that was recess ng House, most of those House members who requested to vote online were actually far from the country, no? They were abroad, no?
Yeah.
I don't know any who were just in the Philippines who likewise requested for an online voting. But for those who requested, of course, they were not able to join, apparently because they are out of the country during that time.
Okay. Now, you need 16 votes for a conviction. So, ang nasa minority ngayon is 11, although of course, we we are hoping that senator judges will really decide based on the evidence. But some have said that even if the majority senators, lagay mo Senator Bato is not there. Halimbawa, maaresto si Senator Jinggoy Estrada o hindi makaboto, may iba pa na halimbawa maaresto at wala doon. Some have questioned the possibility or even the ability to come up with 16 votes. If all 11 of the minority vote to convict, where are you expecting to get the 5?
Well, Karen, no, of course, I do not believe in the allegation na kinigipit ang majority. Because first and foremost, may controversies na surrounding the majority bloc even before the change of leadership. We know that, no? As to where we will be getting the additional to the minority of 11, first, we are not certain yet if this 11 will be voting all for conviction. As to where they will be coming from, I think it all depends on the weight of evidence that the prosecution will be able to present. No? In one interview, Karen, I said that our concern only is the
PH, ba't di ka sumisagoy? Wala naman akong pakialam sa sinasabi ni Bacolod eh. Diba? Paano tayo magkakapakialam kung ganyan kataas ang net satisfaction rating ni VP Sara? Yan. Sa bawat buka ng bibig nitong si Bacolod, yan ho ang isasampal ko sa kanyang mga argumento. Yung positive 29 net satisfaction rating ni VP Sara.
presentation of evidence.
Tuloy mo lang yan, madam. Tuloy mo lang. Walang problema yan.
That is our constitutional duty as prosecutors from the House of Representatives. To vote as to whether the Vice President will be convicted or acquitted, that is a duty that rests upon the senator judges. However, let us not forget that the sovereign Filipino people will be watching us keenly, closely, diba? Which means that all of us, the prosecutors as well as the senator judges, will be judged as well by the viewing public, no? So if the evidence is strong and the decision of the senator judge is not aligned with the evidence presented, there might be repercussions on the position which the senator judge will be maintaining. And in that case, ultimately, it will be the sovereign Filipino people who will be judging us. First, they will be judging us. Naging maayos ba ang presentation of evidence ng mga prosecutors? Bakit nila trinansmit? Weak naman pala. So we should be able to show that we have strong evidence to convict the Vice President. Because otherwise, if we do not convince the public, hanggang dyan lang pala yan sa naging presentation sa Justice Committee of the House. We will be frustrating the anticipation, the expectation of our beloved countrymen, no? And the same is true pagdating naman sa mga senator judges. Ang lakas ng ebidensya and then the position will be
Lakas. But positive 29 yan kung malakas ang ebidensya. Talaga si Bacolod, ginugood time mo na naman kami. Kung malakas ang ebidensya ha, dito sa pinaka-latest na survey para dito kay VP Sara, March madam ha, March, tapos na ang Injustice Committee hearing dyan. Dapat sana lalagapak yan, sasadsad yan, negative 15 yan dapat ngayong mga panahon na to. Kung malakas ang ebidensya, maniniwala sa bayan ng Pilipino sa inyo. Kung malakas ang ebidensya, wala nang tanong-tanong, sigurado, ika nga hindi naman tanga sa bayan ng Pilipino. Kaso, base sa aking nakikita, dito sa net satisfaction rating ni VP Sara, hindi ho malakas ang ebidensya. Malakas lang ang mga boses nyo. Malakas lang kayo sa mainstream media. Pero pagdating sa sambayan ng Pilipino, walang naniniwala sa mga paninira nyo. Malakas. Baka malakas ang tama ng mga nag-uutos sa inyo.
to acquit. We will be accountable as well to the people whom we serve, no? So regardless of the fact that it will be the senator judges who will be voting, and we need 16 to convict, no? I am more focused on the presentation of evidence and my accountability to the Filipino people.
yung presentation of evidence, parang ano lang yun, parang hearing sa Injustice Committee. Kung hindi nyo napagana sa Injustice Committee yung presentation of evidence, hindi gagana sa impeachment court yan. Di ba? Kung hindi nyo napagana doon sa Injustice Committee, teritoryo nyo na yun. Kontrolado nyo na naratibo doon. Kung hindi nyo napagana doon, ang tanong, paano nyo mapapagana doon sa isang lugar na kung saan hindi nyo kontrolado? O pwede kayong objection, your honor, objection, your honor, tapos sa usapan. Diba? Out of order. Kung doon hindi nyo napagana, paano sa impeachment ko? Paano nyo napagana? Madam, doon lang tayo sa realidad, ha? Doon lang, ayaw kong sirain ng mga loob nyo, eh. Gusto ko yung kayo, nag-aapoy, nagsumisiklab ang inyong dandami sa pagka-inumpisahan yung trial na yun. Pero ito na sinasabi ko sa inyo, kung hindi naniwala sa bayan ng Pilipino dyan sa Injustice Committee, na kontrolado nyo na naratibo, kontrolado nyo na yung mga papapuntahin nyo, mga tanong nyo, yung mga pagsalansan nyo, kung sino magtatanong sa ganito, kung sino sasalansan sa ganito, meron kayong division of labor sa paninira ka dito kay VP Sara. Hindi lalo gagana yan sa impeachment court. Ito naman si Bacolod, abogado. Yan ang problema, kaya hinire si Kapunan.
Okay. Now, quite interestingly is, for example, the ICC
Aray
has
ko.
released a timeline before the actual trial of former President Rodrigo Duterte, and they don't allow for surprises. Diba? Nakita natin the presentation of evidence, even the narrowing out of the evidence, the submission of the list of those who will testify. It is so specific and each party can prepare. Dito naman sa impeachment, syempre iba. Pero ang tanong ko, are you allowed to give surprise witnesses? Are you allowed? What are you allowed and not allowed so far?
Well, we are pushing for a pre-trial conference, Karen, no?
Yan.
Which is akin to what you just mentioned about the ICC. We are supposed to submit our stipulation of facts, the list of witnesses to be presented, although we can make reservation with respect to those whom we cannot name yet, no? We can also do the marking of our voluminous exhibits, most especially with respect to the confidential fund, no, and unexplained wealth.
Ilang beses na ho kaya nag-ano tong mga to, yung nag-mock trial, yung parang magpa-practice. Diba, yung mga posibleng itanong ni Marcoleta, itanong ng defense, ilang beses na kayo nagma-mock trial to. Tingin ko sila nag-aaway-aaway pag nagma-mock trial sila. sila, sige ganito. Ikaw sa defense ka. Kalahati ng congressman sa defense kayo. Kalahati sa prosecution. Gawin nyo lahat ng makakaya nyo para questionin lahat ng gagawin namin. Ganon din naman ang gagawin namin. Tapos kunyari ikaw, presiding officer ka, senador ka. Senator judge ka, kayo tatlo dyan. Okay ha? Basta magbabatuhan kami dito tapos kayo sisingit. Sa tingin ko, mumuntik na nagsabunutan itong mga nasa prosecution habang nagmamock trial sila. Sa totoo lang, anak ng tokwa, paano nyo ihaharap si Madriaga dyan sa Senado? Paano nyo ihaharap yung mga resibo ni Trillanes? Di ba? Doon pa lang tapos na usapan. Kaya yan, may positive 29 tayo dyan sa na yan.
The purpose of this actually is to simplify, shorten the trial, so that all other concerns na pwede nang pag-usapan even before the presentation of evidence, i-address na dito
Address
sa pre-trial
na.
conference. So,
Oo.
I heard from the media, it was actually Senator Erwin Tulfo who said that, na may tentative date for pre-trial conference, which is June 15. And we heard also, I just don't
Excited na ako sa June 15.
know who is the senator, that July 6 will be the first trial date. Our
Yes.
problem, Karen, is to this date, wala pa kaming official notice, no? Wala pa kaming official information as to the dates. But then again, we continue on preparing. And with respect to your question, anong pwede at anong hindi, we're bound by the pre-trial order. Kung talagang magkakaroon ng pre-trial conference, whatever we agree on during the pre-trial conference, isusulat yan ng impeachment court dun sa kung tawagin namin pre-trial order. That pre-trial order will be binding both to the prosecution and the defense, which therefore means we cannot deviate from what we listed down in the pre-trial brief during the
So,
conference.
I'm curious, Representative, what exactly is happening right now in terms of what the impeachment court has ordered? Is it for the Vice President to respond?
That's correct.
Anong state ngayon? Nasaan tayo ngayon?
They issued a writ of summons, remember, to the respondent vice president to file her answer within a non-extendable period of 10 days. Today is the last day for the filing of answer, no?
Okay, today is the
After-
10th day na.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's correct. And after receipt of that answer, the prosecution is given opportunity also within a non-extendable period of 5 days to file a reply, no? And I already intimated to the team that upon receipt of the answer of the Vice President, we should be able to file our reply at least until Friday. Although the 5th day should be Monday kasi papatak siya ng Saturday. So under the rule, the next working day should be the last day, and that is
Oo.
Monday.
Pero gusto mo, madaliin na lang, matapos na, so dapat by Friday, mag-reply na. So after your reply, which would be, let's aim it na, no, that masasabit yun ng June 5, Congress goes on recess, right? So you'll have senators who could be traveling. Well, I don't know, the prosecution team will most likely not be traveling, but right, you
Pag ganyan-ganyan siya, hindi. Mag-Europa ako, hindi tatravel. Tatravel ako! Amerika ako eh.
will have senators who may be out of the country. What happens after, Representative?
Well, if it is true na magkakaroon ng pre-trial conference on June 15, then we expect to appear before the impeachment court in spite of the recess, no? On June 15, that is for the pre-trial conference, no?
Oh.
And of course, it will take a number of days din siguro because we will have to mark a voluminous documents supporting our articles on unexplained wealth, confidential fund, and even bribery. Yun namang threat, wala naman siyang masyadong documents.
Aray ko.
And then
So wala talaga. Pagdating sa threat, walang documents. Naku po, yari tayo dyan. Oh, yan sinasabi ko sa iyo, Jinky Luistro. Nagpakasangkapang ka sa mga adik. Oh, ngayon, yan ang sinapit mo. Yan ang problema nyo ngayong mga panahon na to. Hindi nyo na malaman kung ano gagawin nyo dyan sa impeachment na yan ni VP Sara. Malaki yung problema nitong mga to ngayong mga panahon. Siya maniwala ako kayo siya hindi. Paano nyo ba naman doon nga sa dyan nga sa hearing sa House of Representatives, walang naniniwala sa inyo, pupunta pa tayo sa Senado. Kaya ho sila ngayon, di ho nila malaman kung ano gagawin nila dito sa impeachment na to. Sa totoo lang, kung sakaling sinasabi man itong si Bacolao na gusto nila madaliin, bilisan, kung ano-ano man yan, hinahabol ho nila yung para sa akin ito yung basa ko sa kanila. Hinahabol ho nila yung kasariwaan, yung freshness noong mga nangyari sa House of Representatives. Kasi meron nung kumbaga meron sa social media, meron sa kaisipan ng ating mga kababayan. Pagka sobrang dami na ng mga napag-uusapan, nagpa-pile up na yan, yung mga nasa baba medyo nakakalimutan na yan. As much as possible, pagkatapos na, gusto nila di ba, pagkatapos ng hearing sa Injustice Committee, gusto nila rumekta na kagad sa mag-trial na sa Senado, di ba? Mag-convene na para nga yung mga napag-usapan mauulit. Yung pag-ulit hindi parang yung distansya ng pagkakaulit-ulit ng mga sasabihin nila diyan sa Injustice Committee at diyan sa impeachment court maliit lang yung distansya para nga sariwa sa kaisipan ng ating mga kababayan, hindi sila masyadong mahirapan manira dito kay VP Sara. Pero hindi ho yun ang suma. Kahit gusto nila pag-usapan natin, gusto nyo mag-hearing kayo ulit sa Injustice Committee, wala namang problema. Hearing kayo ulit. Siraan nyo ulit si VP Sara. Malamang sa susunod na hearing ng IAS, sa susunod na survey ng SWS, baka na yan. Positive 80 na yan.
After the marking of all exhibits, submission of all the witnesses, stipulations and admissions, no? Then maghintay kami ng pre-trial order. Pag may pre-trial order na, we should be able to proceed to the trial, which will entail the presentation of all this evidence and witnesses.
So technically speaking, July 6, based on the timeline you gave us, sounds like a reasonable time to actually start the actual trial. Because I was told, I think by one of the senators I interviewed, the pre-trial won't be interesting to the public. Tama ba yun? It will be a lot of paperwork, it's voluminous, but hindi nga daw televised. Do we have the same understanding on that?
That's correct. But for those who are in the legal circle and for those people who are very much observant on what is happening in politics, no, they will be very much interested in the pre-trial conference kasi that will be the first time na malalaman who will be the witnesses and what will be the documents which will be presented. But for the public, I agree with you. It might not be interesting to the public.
When you say doon nila malalaman ang witnesses, we are talking about the announcement or the enumeration of the witnesses, but not to call the witnesses.
Yes. It will be listed. So it will be announced so the people would know who will be the witnesses for the prosecution and who will be the witnesses for the defense. Two-way ito, Karen. Not only the prosecution will be listing the name of witnesses, also the defense will be listing their witnesses and evidence.
Okay. Now, the ICC works in that way in the sense that there are no surprises. But I wanted to ask you, how does this work for you, right? Because during the time of former President Joseph Estrada, calling the manager of the bank, for example, and it was, I think, I can't remember the bank right now, but Clarissa Ocampo was the one who confirmed, yes, Erap Estrada is Jose Velarde. And that was a bombshell. And I think at that period in time, it was a surprise to many that the bank manager was called. In this sense, if you're announcing all the witnesses, then the defense could actually prepare and possibly contact also your witness or the bank. What are your thoughts?
That is a possibility, Karen, no? But from my recollection,
you can lose a witness, right? You can lose a witness in the sense that the witness may suddenly say, I'm getting too much pressure. Tinawagan ako ng other side. Ayoko na mag-testify.
And that is why we need to secure our witnesses as well, no? As a matter of fact, we are even considering hostile witnesses, no? Witnesses whom we believe are not really aligned to our position and instead aligned to the position of the respondent. Who are this? These are the officials of DepEd and OVP, no? Bagaman we have not announced their names yet, no? And perhaps this will happen during the pre-trial. Of course, that is always a possibility, Karen, no? And that is why we are very careful in vetting our witnesses to make sure that they are really serious about having this position of supporting the prosecution of the vice president. That is always a possibility, even in an ordinary cases outside this impeachment court, no?
Because I interviewed former Senator Antonio Trillanes, and he had the list, right, of alleged bank accounts of Rodrigo Duterte, Sara Duterte, Manscarpio. It was a long list, 50 plus accounts. And I asked him, dapat patawag pa yung mga manager ng bangko? And he said, hindi na kailangan because AMLAC verified it, right? With the transactions in the House Justice Committee. Pero if I were to ask you, would you still call, or do you see the need to call the bank managers, bank officials to actually really declare, yes, that is Rodrigo Duterte and Sara Duterte's account?
We're actually inclined to subpoena the bank officials and the bank documents, no? Tama naman si Senator Trillanes that the report of the AMLAC has been presented already before the House of Representatives.
Pambihira. Tumatama pala si Trililing. Tama pala si Trililing.
But let us take note that those are report of covered and suspicious transactions. They are not yet the bank documents or bank data per se, no? And that is why we are inclined really to move for issuance of subpoena of the bank officials and employees. And to your question, Karen, about the possibility of these witnesses changing their position because of pressure surrounding them, no?
Mhm.
That will be possible for a testimonial evidence, but let us remember that apart from the testimony of these bank officials and employees, we have bank documents, and documents do not lie, no? When we subpoena the banks, it will not be confined to officials and employees only. Documents from the bank will be subpoenaed as well.
Mm-mm. And ang powerful kasi to see bank statements. I mean, ito basic for every Filipino when we apply for a visa, di ba? A US visa or a Schengen visa, they start to ask for bank documents. And the bank documents actually reveal just how much money you have in that account at one period in time, right? I mean, embassies ask for 1 year or 6 months. So lalabas yun.
Yeah, that is correct. But what we intend to subpoena is not just a statement, but the history of the transaction themselves.
see.
So it is
Oo.
supposed to disclose the entire data about a certain account involved in this impeachment trial. No.
Oo.
And we believe, of course, that this is the
Oh.
perfect time because this is the impeachment trial already, unlike during the time of the Justice Committee of the House of Representatives, where there are debates as to whether or not the Justice Committee is actually authorized to do that. There are opinions which says that it is not yet an impeachment trial, which does not fall squarely on the exception. This time around, there are no more doubts because this is the trial already, and apparently it falls under the exception to the bank secrecy law.
Okay, now the income tax. This is right. This was not opened during the House Justice Committee hearing. The income tax of the Vice President and the husband, no, si Man Scarpio. Is this going to be a part of the evidence that you want opened, or can it even be opened in an impeachment trial?
Actually, Karen, we haven't reached finality on deciding as to whether we will be moving for the opening of the BIR box. No, remember that we were not able to see what is actually inside this BIR box. And of course, it is quite apprehensive also, offering something which you do not know yet what is inside. No, so isa to sa pinag-uusapan ng prosecutors as to what direction are we going to take with regards to this BIR box. But I wish to believe, na this represents the personal income of the spouses, no? And with respect to the business income, the same were yielded already during the presentation of the evidence from the Securities and Exchange Commission, no? So this is one thing na kailangan pa naming pag-usapan at pagdesisyonan.
Okay. Now, the impeachment trial of the late Renato Corona essentially was on questionable accumulated wealth. Diba? Yun yung heart of it eh. So it just took a few months. Pero apat ito. Now, all equally, some say are as strong as the other. So one, are you still going to lead with the threats? That was the time, that was what was said. When I interviewed, I believe it was Joel Chua, or I'm not sure if it was you then who said, opening was the threats against the president. Is that still the opening?
I think that is one thing that we haven't disclosed to the public, the sequence of presentation of the articles of impeachment. But what is definite, Karen, it will not be presented in the same order that they were presented in the articles of impeachment. No,
Yeah.
Of course, we have to consider that what the people are really looking forward to see are the unexplained wealth. No, we are submitted that all these 4 articles are.
Unexplained wealth. Ayun na nga mga kababayan, unexplained wealth. Positive 29 si BP Sara. Palakpakan ho tayo. Dito na una tatapusin ang ating reaction video eh. Nagbobolahan na ho sila eh. Okay na sana kaso nagbobolahan na silang dalawa. Dapat yung talas itong si Ma'am Karen, di ba? Sa mga ganitong tipong sige na ako, devil's advocate ako. Kunyari ako muna prosecution. Tingnan natin kung paano paano yung bitaw niyan, di ba? Kung ano mangyayari diyan, ayusin natin. Pero hindi, parang dyan gumuguho ang kanilang mga argumento, ang kanilang pagpapaliwanag sa sambayan ng Pilipinas. So, Luis, maraming salamat. Mag-ingat po kayo lahat. Manlat ng Pilipinas.